Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third and 2. Locke's going to throw. He'll go up top here for him. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Hill on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it's 3rd down.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the counter, Lindsay. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Locke. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 1st and goal at the 1. Locke gonna throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The extra point.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7. Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
two in. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down by...
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. That's to his running back, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him a more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Rolling to his right. He's going to let one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12. At the
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Going deep here for Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Broncos 14. Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Locke. Flushed out right. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. From the 39, Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Locke now on 1st down. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. 2nd and 5 now. Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Late on the jump ball. It's 4th down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Locke working out of the gun. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Complete to number 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. They go counter with Greta, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 45.
On second down, Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Intended for Mike Gesicki.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Mike 51, Mike 51. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pick up a 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They look to throw. It's locked. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Complete to Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Dolphins 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
37-yard line.
His throw incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Block now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 9.
Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Lock now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. He's at the 50. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Broncos 28, Dolphins 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. From the gun, it's Tua. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On first down, here's Breida. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. That is caught at the 7. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of
3rd down now. Those last 2. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
at their own
yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Switch. Check this.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Dolphins take over.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Making it happen.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown, Denver.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to roam now. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 30, past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. One final try for Tagovailoa, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be, and time has run out now on this game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Denver, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Miami, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.